everybody. It's your girl Angie and Abby. We are back for our Wednesday night reviews. I've been shopping a title for our Wednesday night reviews, and I kind of like the washer and dryer hour.
That's fine with me.
I think people won't get it. They be like, why they up here talking about laundry?
Because if they listen for a while, they gonna hear me say somebody needs to get knocked in, their head knocked in between the
And
washers.
if you look at the picture, you will see. I don't know. It's a work. It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work.
It's a work in progress. Wait a minute. Let me think about because this picture. Yeah, somebody's head is actually in between the washer and the dryer.
Yeah,
I like it.
and you got a big lump.
We don't have good sense. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, well, we gonna stick with that until I get the thumbnail correct. Every week I tweak it a little bit. It ain't right just yet, but I'm not a Canva expert either. But anyway, we're here to talk about The Last of Us. After we talk about The Last of Us, we're going to get into the space in between the washer and dryer hour, where we look at videos from social media that could land you in that spot.
Amen.
So, I'm gonna say my 2 cents about The Last of Us, and I'm gonna let Abby narrate it because I already knew what was gonna happen this episode. It was a whole bunch of get your bullet points together, put it on some note cards. Don't be a hothead. We gonna vote. We ain't gonna vote. I knew no matter what them town people said, Ellie is going on the adventure, and Dina was riding out with her. I already knew. Now I kind of thought Tommy was gonna get a horse too, but Tommy is gonna stay with the town, or he might gallop along later. I don't know. But I already knew what was gonna happen this episode. We didn't have to have a whole hour long of this, but that's my review. What you thought about it, Abby?
That's it. You just knew what's gonna happen.
I knew.
Okay, let's
about to ride out. It didn't take a for us to figure out that Abby was riding out or Ellie was riding out.
Because we are the same. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Let's go back to the beginning. We get back and there are still flames flaming. They trying to put the flames out and stuff. There's this lovely young Indian woman who is washing Joel's body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His brother Tommy comes in. They don't even have to say a word. She gives him the washcloth. He sits down. This is the first part where my eyes started to well up a little bit. He started to wash his brother's body. And didn't say a word, nothing. You see him with the broken watch, and then he looks at his brother. This is the part that got me in the feels. He says, "Give Sarah my love."
The daughter, yes.
Yes. Now, for Tommy, his whole family, not including his wife and child that are there, his whole family since before this happened is now gone.
Mm-hmm.
And all that's left is his wife and baby. And I'm sure that's enough for him to move on and live on. But there are several occasions where his brother has come to his rescue. Mm-hmm. And his brother has always been his protector. And he knew if he ever got in trouble, his brother was coming to get him. Mm-hmm. That is now gone. And that hurt my feelings. And when he told him give the baby his love, I said, "Oh God," because now they're together on the other side. Jesus,
yes.
Okay. So we didn't go.
Y'all didn't have to take Joel out in episode 2. I didn't got pissed off all over again. That was too much. And I've been watching all the TikToks of the husbands and the boyfriends recording their partners watching it for the first time and getting all emotional, and they laughing because they knew it was gonna happen. It's too much. Episode 6 I could have handled it, but episode 2 was too much.
Okay, so I'm sorry you're in your feelings, friend. As we move to the hospital, they got babies crying, people is on stretchers. Jesus, they trying to get people together. We zoom in on Ellie. Ellie has a whole thing sticking out of the side of her chest, and she's her lung deflated, and they had to re-inflate that motherfucker. She wasn't gonna be here no more. She comes back to consciousness, and it's like she's still in that room, and she starts screaming and hollering, and what
Mm-hmm.
she sees is that girl killing Joel. They have to sedate that baby.
Again.
That screaming took me down because oh my god, why would you re-traumatize all of us like this? Then we get a break. Praise God. We get a time jump. It's now 3 months later. It's the day that Ellie gets out of the hospital. She can breathe. The doctor done did what he need to do. She got zero pain. Before she can leave, she got to talk to the psychiatrist.
The psychiatrist need a psychiatrist.
Right. The psychiatrist was like, "This some old bullshit you saying, but you saying all the right things. So what can I say? We're gonna go and let you go." Because she was like, "I don't feel wrong." She knows exactly what he did. Ellie knows exactly what Joel did. There's gonna be a flashback where they flash back to them the night New Year's Eve night on when she passed him on that porch. She didn't just pass him. They had a conversation. That's how they got back right.
Oh, okay.
So we gonna revisit this whole conversation and her and acting like she don't know what that lady talking. She know exactly what that
was confirmation, because I always felt like Ellie knew that Joel kind of didn't took her away from everyone being immune because he lied to her. And I think this was confirmation when he said he saved you.
Mm-hmm. He did. They had a conversation. And we're going to get what that conversation is sooner or later. You will see Pedro again.
Okay, good.
It'll be a flashback, but you're going to see him again.
Okay.
So Ellie goes to the house where her and Joel live. She goes into the house. This is the first time she's been in the house since he has passed on. She goes up to her room where she angrily took her mattress and moved into the damn garage. All of her stuff is just like he left it, just like she left it when she left. He didn't touch it. Stayed pristine. She gets to his room and there's a box on the bed. In the box is his watch and a gun. Now, personally, I think Tommy should have kept the watch. I don't think Ellie cares anything about that watch. That watch has no connection for him and her. I think Tommy should have kept the watch.
But didn't she put the watch back in the box? I thought she
left it. She left it in the box. She didn't. She took the gun because the gun was their connection. So she puts it, and then she goes over to his clothes, and she sniffs his clothes, and she starts to cry, and she starts to mourn, and she is verklempt, as we all are. She's got big, fat, juicy, wet tears falling out of her face as she sniffs his clothes. And then Dina comes into the house and she immediately snaps out of it and tries to get herself together. Mm-hmm. So she goes downstairs and she talks to Dina. And Dina has bought her cookies. And she was like, "Thank you for visiting me." She was like, "Yeah, I bought you cookies because I'm finna make you mad." And then she tells her, "No, I lied. When you asked me if I remembered anything, I lied. The doctors didn't want to upset you. And I knew if I told you, you would pull them tubes out and try and crawl your ass somewhere and almost die trying to get revenge." And Ellie was mad until Dina started making some sense. If you are looking for somebody and the only thing you know is where they're going, give them time to get there so you know where they are.
Cool. It made sense till we saw the end of the episode.
Child, listen, we're going to get there. Because that ended that episode, I was like, oh, no. Then we meet what they're called the Seraphites. They're the people with the scars on their face that was walking in the woods.
Oh, yes.
Whistling. I want to know who killed.
I want to know that too.
Who killed them?
I don't know, because I don't think it was Abby and her crew because they were
against either. I don't think so either. I don't think that's who killed them. I don't know who killed them. And I want to know, why would you kill those people? They weren't bothering anybody.
All they had was some hammers. They weren't gonna do nothing to you.
Exactly.
And the baby. Y'all ain't have to kill that baby.
No. Well, her little red hair, just as cute as she want to be. And why would you put scars on everybody's faces? I need to know that answer too.
I'm gonna get
Because
more.
I feel like that seems like a ride or die. You either with us or you against us. But I gotta ride and die. Like I can't just ride.
I just
I got
can't
to
be
get the
with
star
you.
marks too. I don't feel like I want to do that. I don't feel like I want the facial surgery. I don't.
Are we gonna see them some more? Because I thought we were gonna have more of them, like really get to know who they were, and they was just there to get God, I guess.
I don't know because I don't know if they were heading because to in that direction because there's more of them and they was trying to reach the rest of them, or was that just that small group and now they're dead and gone and we don't know nothing. And I want to know why were they killed? Like why? It makes no sense. I guess we gotta wait and figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna tell us.
So once Ellie and Dina come up with a plan, she goes to Tommy and he's like, Maria, you got to put it forth in front of everybody. It'll be voted on, whoop-de-woo, and whatever it is, that's what it's going to be. So then we see Ellie boxing with Jesse. And Jesse is like, you almost back to 100%. You should have been all the way here if you was just doing what you were supposed to do. She's like, can I count on your vote? He's like, I can't talk to you about the votes. But he does give her a good piece of advice. Get your thoughts together, get them organized, write them down. Because you're angry and nobody is going to vote for angry. And he was absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. We get to the townspeople in the town's hall. This man is talking about corn. And I was like, sir. And he was 10 toes down. He was like, but the corn.
Like, what are you talking about? This is not the point. Where was the maze, Mr. Maze? Sir, what is your point? This is not the topic on the table.
Everybody was like, oh my God, is he still talking about this fucking corn? Just the corn. That's okay. So.
That's it.
So he gets to sit down, and then some young lady stands up, and she's like, I understand, but it's too soon, and we're too hurt, and we can't afford 16 people to come on out of here to go get the people who got Joel. Then this little Asian man stood up, and he was like, Christ is good. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. And I don't know that he would want us to do this. And how are we supposed to be Christian if we can't show each other mercy? And then my good friend, homophobic Hank, jumps up. And
Lord have mercy.
And he's like, y'all on some bullshit. It's get or get got. They gonna come back laughing at us because we let them come in and steal one of our own and kill him. So what we need to do is we need to get on these horses and ride the fuck out, because I don't know what y'all talking about. The God that I serve says an eye for an eye. So we need to go get that eye. That's how I feel about the situation. Ellie looking at that nigga like, okay, see, now, okay, maybe we could be friends. Maybe. Right. And then Ellie gets up and she gives this wonderful speech. It's not about revenge. It's about justice. And if somebody had did something to one of y'all, I would feel this exact same way and want to go get them for y'all. Because it's a us and not a me thing. Mm-hmm. And somebody took one of us out, so us need to go get them. They do a vote, they lose the vote. Now, Ellie's like, all right, bet. And then she goes home and starts packing up her shit because I don't give a damn if it's just me by myself. I said what I said. I'm going to Seattle to kill Abby. Mm-hmm. Now, like it or lump it, y'all already know what it is.
That's why I don't even know we was wasting our time with the townspeople. Ellie was going regardless. Now, I guess we had to see if 14 more people was going too, but those two were going.
So Dina is the brains of the operation. Mm-hmm. She comes with the list. So we need this. We need bear spray. You need to put on all the layer of clothes that you're going to wear for this whole situation. We need a tent. We need one horse. We're saving resources, so we only be responsible for feeding one horse. We need this, that, and the third, and we leaving out of here at 3 a.m. Be ready. Is this the gun you planning to take? She was like, yeah, this is the one I'm gonna kill away. She's like, well, save it for that. We'll get some other guns. So if we got to shoot a nigga on the way through, we got what we need. So they come out and they get the horse and they get on the horse and they leave it. And who is helping them? Homophobic Hank. He said, homophobic Hank said, get their ass. Get them.
And he said, get this gun. He said, trade guns with me.
He said, trade. My gun is better, trade. And then he put them on the horses. He was like, and get out. Thanks. Appreciate it. For the girl come around for the thing.
He said, if my knee wasn't fucked up, I would have been out there too.
Right. He said, I got shot by friendly fire. She said, are you sure it was friendly? Somebody didn't shoot you on purpose, friend?
They probably was.
Like maybe somebody said, I think my friend foul. You know, could have been. So then our first step on the way out of town. Our first stop is at Joel's grave. That was sad.
Mm-hmm.
She bought him some coffee beans because she knew he loved coffee. R.I.P. Joel. Then they get on and then Miss Mama said we need to get off the road because it's been rain. And she was like, how did you know it was going to rain? She was like, I thought she was going to say she could smell it because you can smell when it's going to rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can smell when it's going to rain. Yes, Soulful Dog, that it was sad. Her at the grave was sad. It was very sad. Then they have this stupid conversation about how rating her kissing abilities. And she was like, you were drunk and high, it's fine. And she was like, I wasn't that high. Let's not do that. There's going to be some situations there, but I feel a three's company, some situation, love triangle happening. Because she said you were going to go back to Jesse. And she said, I already did. So they roll up on the Seraphites, where the Seraphites have all got. They're riddled with bullet holes. They didn't even get got by the infected. Somebody came up there and shot all of them. Killed them all, even baby girl. I don't know why. Dina says, oh my God, I can't do this. It starts to vomit. I would just like to say there are so many men who couldn't put 2 and 2 together to get 4 to understand that girl is pregnant.
I was just about to say that. She's pregnant.
Right. And you know what was the tip off for me? What the tip off was for me? She said it was the smell. Not her seeing it.
Yes.
It was the smell that threw her and she had to go throw up.
So, and Ellie said, you done seen worse than this. What you throwing up for? And I was like, oh, she pregnant.
Right. When she said it was the smell, I was like, oh, that's what my light bulb came on. Because I watch reactions to and she said in the tent, I've already went back to Jesse.
Yep,
so I'm getting to about 3 weeks pregnant.
Probably.
And she don't even know just yet.
Or a couple of months, because remember it was a 3-month flash, so she probably been screwing Jesse them whole 3 months.
Yep. So she pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Not you slow. I don't know. It's just the light bulb went off for me because normally, as soon as somebody throws up on the show, a woman shows up on the show. Oh. They knock up.
It's bedtime. Hey.
Oh my God. Hi. Oh my God. Scooty, come on here. It's so silly. Oh. Okay. I know. Hi.
Hey.
Okay.
You waving to the people?
No. Mwah. Okay. Say bye, people.
Bye, people.
Bye.
Good night, Sue. He's so aggressive with his love. Ugh. Where was I? That girl is pregnant. And that's all.
I didn't get it from the beginning, but once Ellie said, you done seen worse than this, what you throwing up for? I said, oh.
Mm-hmm.
So she pregnant.
You know how many reactions I watched and the men was like, oh, like, why is she getting sick? Like, it doesn't make any sense. What's wrong? Is she dying? Is the cordyceps going to get her? What's happening? No, fool, she pregnant. Yeah.
They don't be knowing about the early signs.
Right. So they make it to Seattle. And so They about to walk into town, and we see Manny is on in one building way up in the sky with some binoculars, and he tells them they're clear. Them fools got tanks.
3 of them at least.
They got like it ain't just them 5. It's a whole.
It's an army.
It's a whole ass army. I
want to tell Ellie, abort mission. 2 ain't enough.
I need her to do a sneak mission. I need you to go in there, slit that girl's throat, and then come on out of there and y'all leave. Don't cause no trouble. Don't raise no alarm.
Abby, right?
Don't try to torture her.
Y'all ain't got enough bullets.
Right. Go on and just stick your knife on her throat and keep it pushing. And that's just what it's gonna be. And whisper in her ear as the lights go out of her eyes, bitch, I told you I was gonna come and get
you. And now you got it. And then we probably ain't gonna see that, what you said, the end of episode part 2. Because after Ellie get Abby, it ain't nothing else for us to see.
There's some other stuff that happens. We're gonna see.
Okay, we'll see.
We're gonna see. But that is how the episode ended. I don't know what this
episode, but I already knew it was gonna happen. Now the end of the episode shocked me because I was like, oh damn.
Right.
Not 1 tank, 2, 3 tanks, horses, military style marching. I said, oh, y'all ain't about to make it. Y'all ain't about to this. 16 wasn't enough.
No. But just the 2 of them may be enough to slip in, slit a throat, and get out.
If they can pinpoint where Abby is, and yes.
Yeah.
Or they're going to have to fake it like they want to join. But no, Manny and them know who they are, so they can't even fake it.
Listen, they need to be able to do a cat suit.
Now, I'm telling y'all right now, if Ellie get out of here, I'm going to be mad. Y'all can't take Ellie out too.
I don't think that's a consideration of them to take her out. We'll see what happens though.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. But that's our talking points on what happened with the people with the cordyceps.
We didn't see any affected this episode, so
this episode was really just to hurt your feelings. Honestly. Honestly was the continued. You your feelings was hurt when he got killed. Wait a minute, we not done.
We not done. We got a whole army. We got tanks. We ain't making it past no tank. You can't shoot down no tank with that little pow. You can't do nothing with it.
I don't even think she would think that she could do that. I think it's gonna turn into like, oh, I gotta be stealthy to go in there and get her and come on back out.
Yeah, I hope they see the army from a distance and know, okay, we need a new strategy.
Exactly.
But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I guess it's time for the washer and dryer hour. Let me put my little sign up, since I made it. Now I done lost it. Okay, here you go. It's time for us to go to the space in between the washer and dryer. These stories could land you here, and it could also land you a lump on your forehead like this young child right here. You should always try to avoid the space in between the washer and the dryer.
Amen. Did you see the thing with Amina Butterfly and her 10-year-old daughter?
No. Were they singing?
No. Girl, Amina Butterfly on the TikToks and the reels crying, talk about her daughter refuses to get up and go to school. And what's she gonna do? What you mean she 10? If you don't ball up your fist and
right, what you mean you refuse to go to school at 10?
And you as the mama is not being like, that's not an option. Not going to school is not an option for you. Get your ass out. You better get your ass out of this bed. I wish the hell my 10-year-old would have told me, I'm not going, I'm tired.
We couldn't even.
I don't care what's going on with her. Going to school is not an optional thing. Just like going to church at my house was not an optional thing.
Well, that should be a question for the parent. Like, Is something going on at the school? Come up here. Let's talk to the principal. Let's get to the bottom of this. But if it's just some brattiness, I ain't going to school. No.
First of all, you're 10. Let's start there. You act like you actually have any control or any say over what's going on.
Abby, we grew up in a different time. We was scared.
I don't care. That's just like that 13-year-old boy being outside at 10 o'clock at night to kill somebody. Like, this just wouldn't happen in my house.
It wouldn't. Because what you mean you going outside?
Because why are you outside? You would never be outside at that time of night. Not mine.
Mm-hmm.
Just like my 10-year-old can never tell me, I'm not going to school.
We couldn't even fix our lips. We used to have to go to school sick. And if the nurse at the school deemed you sick enough to go home, then she would call your mama to come pick you up. And then my mama was still going to call somebody else to come up there and get me because she had to work. Mm-hmm. So they didn't play all that. We ain't going to school. It wasn't even all that get suspended. My mom be like, put her in ISS because she going to have too much fun at home. Keep her up there at the school.
You had to be, I need to go to the hospital sick. What do you mean?
Right.
No, ma'am.
Not a cold, not a fever, not a sniffle. If you didn't need an IV and some of them chest things to go beep, beep, you was going to school.
Like, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. What are you talking about?
You're get sick on the weekend.
But then again, she been falling for Peter Gunn's stupid shit for the last 10, 15 years. So, you know.
And it seemed weird. I would look into, now I don't know these people, but from what I've seen of her and her daughters on social media, the daughters seem real respectful and they always do some kind of entertainment like singing, acting. So for the daughter to be acting up all of a sudden, maybe you should get to the bottom of what's going on at the school.
Maybe them kids at school done seen Yale parents episodes of Love and Hip Hop and now they giving her the business.
Look,
and whose fault is that?
All these reality TV parents need to be thinking about this. The foolishness y'all doing on television lives forever.
Like maybe your mama really was a sidekick, even though she was the wife. That don't.
I'm not gonna say it because I want to say. I don't want the baby hearing me say it about her mama. It's enough out there on social. You're gonna find out.
Your mama's the dingbat.
Y'all was playing Let's Have a Baby to see who he was gonna stay with, and y'all was doing having babies back to back to see who could have the last one. And you thought having the last one was gonna keep him.
I don't know why he thought
gonna keep him. The last one ain't gonna keep him.
His first wife didn't get kept. So why would you think? Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
That's all I'm saying. Tara is a lost cause too, but I don't care nothing about these people. That was some good. That's when reality TV was good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show Abby this. We're gonna start with this one because I found a picture of baby Abby cutting up in the street, and she didn't think I was gonna find it. So here we go. Well, now I gotta figure out how to play it. Damn it. Technology.
Well, why that's so bad to play?
Here we go. Out here cutting up Abby.
Since you're crying, let me give you something to cry about.
I think I cut it off, but the little boy hit her first, and they was like, "Oh, you think because you the youngest, I won't get you back?"
Absolutely not. I'm gonna push you down. Absolutely, she's absolutely correct.
She said, "I'm getting my lick. I don't care." I thought that was funny. That made me think of Abby. Where do we want to go first? Let's start with Lanithia Leaks.
Oh Lord.
I think Nene must have fell and broke her glasses and can't see herself. Because for the life of me, I don't understand what she sees when she sees these filters. Now, I just want you to watch her lips while this is playing, because this is clearly a filter. And I also want you to tell me why her nose isn't the same shade as the rest of her face.
Guys, okay. Sure. Nene Leaks Honey. Now listen, this episode with Deshaun Snow, baby, she does not disappoint. She is an original housewife of Atlanta, okay? Don't you ever forget it, baby. And she has a lot to say. I want you guys to run on over to YouTube, click on the Nene Leaks Show, subscribe, share, and hit that notification button, honey, because you don't want to miss a thing that Mr. Sean Snow.
That was enough.
She looked like a cartoon character.
It does. And you can see, maybe this isn't big enough for you all to see. You can see her lips are a part of a filter because they go from big back to small and they keep bubbling and unbubbling as she's talking. So she didn't really blow her lips up like that. That's a filter. But her nose is so distracting because her nose is brown and the rest of her face is like yellow. And I don't know why she think this looks good.
I need her highlighter not to be so bright down the center of her nose.
Mm-hmm.
Like a ski jump. Yeah.
Because
they contoured her nose. So it's a darker contour along the sides of her nose. That's why her nose.
It's her whole nose. Like all you see is that little strip of highlight. Like I contour my nose, but I don't contour my whole nose. So it's like I don't know.
I don't contour my nose at all, so I couldn't even tell you how to fix that. I couldn't even tell you.
Don't use so much contour. Like leave some of the natural nose color. I hate it. I hate it so much.
They want their nose to be so pinched it look like they can't breathe, and I don't understand why they think that's attractive.
It's not attractive. It's not. And I tried one of those lip filters on TikTok just because, I have a smaller, non-melanated upper lip. And I was like, I wonder how it would be if I got a little bit put in there. And when I saw that, I said, never would I ever plump my lips up like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not taking a needle to the lip. I mean, my lips are already humongous. Why would I make them bigger?
Only my bottom lip is a little juicy. The top one didn't get the memo, but it's whatever. It's whatever. But okay, Nene,
better. Find better filter, sister. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, where do we want to go now? Because I feel like, should we stay fun or should we get angry?
Oh God, what's gonna make me angry?
It's only two topics that gonna piss me off.
Oh God, what done happened?
We'll save those for last. Let's stay fun.
Okay.
Let's stick to you tell me what % off you would get. Now, there's this restaurant, I guess it's in Thailand, that said the skinnier you are, the more percentage of your meal you can have as a discount. Now, I was looking at these bars and I was like, full price is disrespectful. That's just wide open. I might, if I could squeeze one breast through at a time, I might could get 5%. You tell me what you think. I could be.
I'm not even playing this game with you motherfuckers. I'm just going through full price.
Yeah, okay, you check what everyone's whole restaurant's thinking. No, I went for the...
You did not go to 10.
She can't get through that.
15. She doesn't go to 20.
Did you get through the 15?
Yeah,
twice.
You see how disrespectful full price is?
I'm fine with full price.
I want to try to get a discount.
I don't care about a discount. I'm not doing that. Fuck y'all. Give me the fucking food. Listen. I feel like if I saw this at the entrance of the restaurant, I would go to a different restaurant.
Right, I'm turning away. It's just like that restaurant in Vegas where if you weigh over 350 pounds, your food is free, but you have to stand on the scale outside and this big old jumbotron and your weight comes up. I said, look,
you ain't never gonna happen.
I ain't standing on that scale. I know it ain't 350, but all the Vegas Strip don't need to know what it is neither.
Listen, absolutely not. I'm absolutely not doing any of those things because fuck y'all. Why would I do that?
I think it's called the Heart Attack Cafe where they have those extra.
I'm not eating at anything called the heart attack anything.
It's called the Heart Attack. And if you weigh over 350, your food is free. But I said I ain't getting on the scale. I don't give a damn.
I ain't getting on no scale, off no scale, around the scale. I'm coming to eat food. Go to. I wish the fuck.
Have you been listening to the conversations about the 100 gorillas versus, or however many people it is versus the gorilla?
What? No. What?
Now you've been watching all kind of debates on the TikTok, and you ain't seen the debate about.
No, because I use common sense and block stupid shit when I see it. And I've built my FYP brick by brick, and this would never show up. This would never show up.
I've been watching people debate this, and I'm like, I don't know if 100 people can take a gorilla or not. But my scary ass, as soon as the first person gets smashed, I'm running back to the car. I'm not even going to try to take no gorilla. So
at least that 100 men can beat up a gorilla?
100 men can take a gorilla, yes. If they all jumped them, they could beat up the gorilla.
Okay. All right. Now what? Okay, so what's the debate?
The debate is, do you think 100 men could jump a gorilla and win? Or does the gorilla win?
Do they have any weapons?
No, you just jumping them. Watch the video. Now, this is from I Am Zoe. And in this video, I Am Zoe. Let's watch what he feels about the gorilla debate.
Oh, shit.
So we're fighting the gorilla one at a time?
That's the debate. Can they all? And I feel like that's how much.
If they all jumped him at the same time, but if you go one by one, all of y'all gonna die.
Yes. But can 100 people jump the gorilla? Because 75% of y'all gonna be scared.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever. People ain't got nothing better to do with their time. This doesn't make any sense. Why would this be a debate that people are actually having? People who actually have more than 2 brain cells to rub together. Why are you talking about this? Why is this even a debate? That's why we choose the bear. That's why we choose the bear, because y'all stupid as fuck. Because it don't even make any sense.
Who sat around their house? They had to be high. They had to be on some good edibles to be like, if it was 100 of us, we could take a gorilla. Because who was thinking this?
Where are you gonna find the gorilla? Do you just go to the zoo?
Are y'all just 100 people jump in the gorilla pit at the zoo?
That don't make no damn sense. Why would you? Okay, I'm too old. I'm too old for that. I can't. No, absolutely not.
Me. As soon as that gorilla squish up one body, I'm passing out.
Listen,
I ain't even
on the floor.
Where do we want to go next? Do you want to see? This really ain't a debate. This is just a crazy video I seen on TikTok. I could just share that with you later. I want to go to. All my videos didn't upload because I'm missing one. Let's go here until I find the video. Because the 2 videos I want to talk about have to upload.
Okay.
Not KFC. But let's go here. They said, let's start a problematic conversation.
Okay.
The conversation starter is women keep other women single. You agree or disagree? Because I want to know how. Outside of them being in other people.
It depends on the woman. That I think it happens. Because some women are so miserable that they don't want to see anybody happy, so they will set out to dismantle what you got. That's why you got to be careful who you in your circle, and if they really are for you.
And you can't tell everybody your business.
Exactly. Because next thing you too busy talking about your nigga, next thing you know, they up in your nigga's face, and then your nigga is now her nigga, and then now you got to beat up the both of them.
For the most part, yes. I also think some people please, or they listen to their friends, and they friends might be man haters, and now you mad at your man because your friend mad.
Bullshit that they got nothing to do with you.
Right. But I thought that was an interesting debate because I was like, could be. Now since we on the subject of women are the reason women are single, I know you don't watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I need to know your thoughts about this conversation.
Okay.
It's just a 30-second snippet from last week's episode.
Okay.
Did you talk about Angela or Charles at the pool last night? I didn't say anything. Okay? I thought we were making a music video, just outside, having a good time, in the middle of the night. I heard Charles had a baby, and Shamia said that he always out with all these different women, allegedly. All I can remember is Portia saying, she better stop before her husband. Our car will be here in 15 minutes. You better listen when Portia says she want to your husband, because as history has shown us, she will your husband.
So that's what went down on the episode last week. They were getting drunk at the pool. Portia was upset with Angela, who is Charles Oakley's wife. And at the pool, she said, if Angela keep fucking with me, I'm gonna fuck her husband.
Oh, bitch, do you know I would have knocked all of your teeth to the back of your motherfucking throat? Who husband you finna fuck, bitch?
Now, at least Angela was a real one, and she got up out that bed and went outside and said, what did you say? Who husband you gonna fuck? And Portia went to running up to her bedroom. She handled the confrontation. She didn't want no smoke. But Angela heard what she said, and her friend in the confessional confirmed that she said it. I think that's very whorish activity, because if I got problems, I've had my share of problems with women in the past. But my go-to has never been, you better leave me alone, I'm fucking your husband. Like, it might be, you better leave me alone if I cuss you out, or I pop you in the mouth, but never leave me alone or I'm fucking your husband. Like, how is that your first?
It for bitch ever. The way I would have came out this week, so for Charles.
Well, that's what's going on over there on the house.
I wish the fuck, Portia, if you only had 6 good brain cells to start with, and you done lost 4 of them. Talk about you keep fucking with me, I'ma fuck you up. Okay, girl. Listen. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. They're gonna put me off the show. Because when I say I'm gonna mollywop that bitch, that's exactly what I mean. And I'm not gonna stop until her face looks like mashed potatoes. Because bitch, who are you playing with? Who are you playing with?
I agree, because I couldn't believe she said that. Like, who said that? Like, Portia, it's not a good look. You supposed to be here repairing your reputation, but now you're adding to the whorish ways that we already thought you had.
First of all, I ain't been on Portia's side since she started fucking with that girl's husband to begin with. Mm-hmm. So this is not new behavior. This is not new shit for me with Portia. I don't really fuck with this show, so I don't watch and see what be happening, what be going on. However be how. This is giving very Kenya-like behavior. You up in somebody's husband's face. I don't like that yet. I'd have tripped your ass down the stairs or something. You was gonna have to face some consequences. There had to be consequences and repercussions. Cause ain't no way. The way my rage is set up, girl, no. You said, get out your face.
She said, fuck my husband? You better quit messing with me or I'm gonna fuck her husband.
That's okay. It's gonna be hard to fuck when you can't breathe, bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You can't breathe. You can't. At least I don't know what to tell you. You need to ask somebody. Because clearly you don't know. Hey, D. How very dare you,
hey,
you raggedy mouth bitch, get on national TV and say, I better stop fucking with you before you, girl.
That's what she said. And she probably meant it.
You raggedy trout mouth whore. I wish the fuck. Please.
Well,
the Lord gonna have to come and get me. That's the only way I'm gonna get off of her. Because the Lord the came down and got me. Because I know good and well. I went, bitch.
Matter of fact, that's the first time in life I ever heard somebody say that.
I don't think that's the first time I've heard it say it, but I feel like this. I gave the exact same response then when I heard it that first time as I do now. Because who the fuck are you talking to?
I've heard people say they have fucked people's husband, but not because the wife is getting on their nerve. But let's look at the dumbest robbers in the world. Well, they probably ain't the dumbest, but they dumb. We've probably seen some dumber ones than this. So let's see them try to break into these people's houses.
Y'all can't be that goddamn dumb. You can't be that dumb. Y'all can't be that goddamn
Did you see what they did?
They took the Ring camera off the house they was breaking in and not the one that was talking to them?
No, the one that was talking to them was the house they were breaking in, but they didn't turn to look to see that the neighbor across the hall had a Ring as well. So we still got your ass on camera.
Bless them, God, because clearly they're stupid. Give me 2 seconds.
And it looked like, I can't tell if this person in the hall, I can't tell if this person, you see how the apartment right next door, I can't tell if they're a nosy neighbor or are they with them? Or is it the people next door robbing them? Let me look at it again. Because you see this person right here? Like, is they with them or is that a nosy neighbor?
Y'all can't be that goddamn dumb. You can't be that dumb. Y'all can't be that goddamn dumb.
I think those are his neighbors robbing him. I think. Ebby on mute. I think those are the neighbors robbing. And that's why he be like, y'all can't be that damn dumb because I know y'all live right next door. I don't know. It seems very strange. That person right next door on the lookout seemed weird. Ebby's still on the phone.
They are dumb as hell. I was talking, you couldn't hear me. They're dumb as hell. Like, why would you? You can't even be a smart. First of all, I was taught if you're gonna do something dirty, do it by yourself. That way you can't snitch on yourself.
Agreed.
But you Dumb and Dumber is out here and there's 11 cameras in this hall. Why are you in these people's neighborhood?
I think they live next door. Because why is one of them in that apartment right next door?
I don't know.
I think they live there. And he's like, y'all can't be this motherfucking dumb. I can see you coming from the apartment. And if you live there, you should know everybody on the hall got a damn Ring camera. I don't know.
And you know, pulling the camera off the door doesn't erase the footage of you.
Of you before you pulled it off the door.
That's not jail.
That's not any of
electric chair.
Whatever comes your way, comes your way. The last thing I want to talk about, do you follow sports? Let me think. No.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends what catches my attention.
Have you followed the Shedeur Sanders story with the NFL draft?
Yes.
Okay. What the NFL did to Shedeur was already sad enough. Mm-hmm. But then I didn't even know this went down because, mind you, I don't watch the draft. Just tell
you talk about the prank phone call from the coordinator's son?
Yes. So
this goes with the same thing with Portia for me. Somebody need their ass whooped. Look,
this is the punishment. Let me pull it up. Because to me, the punishment is not severe enough. It's not, we need more than this. Because number one, you say the phone numbers, because I guess all the draft people had burner phones and only GMs and I guess coaches had these burner phone numbers. Mm-hmm. And it was locked on your iPad. So are you telling me your son has your iPad code? Because why is your iPad just open? Most iPads automatically lock after 30 seconds anyway. Mm-hmm. So your son
knows his dad's code, or his dad has had him go into the iPad to get something or another before. And, kids are sneaky.
Okay, the boy knows his code. But how did the boy know that the NFL was going to be in collusion of locking Shedeur out of the first 2, 3, 4 rounds?
He did.
But
this is not the first time that this prank has been done.
Oh, it's not? Because I ain't never heard of it. That's why it pissed me off.
They said they did it to somebody last year. But whoever they did it to wasn't as high profile as this young man.
Oh.
And I do too. Listen, I feel like maybe the daddy should have lost his job.
The dad should have been fired, because if your son can get in your iPad, anybody can. We could be losing plays and all kind of stuff. Insider information on the team. If your son can get a number, he can get anything. The dad should be fired. And sometimes parents need to get the consequences of the children. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those times. Sir, you should have protected your iPad a little bit better than that. 2, the Atlanta Falcons got fined $250,000. Now, I don't think the Atlanta Falcons had anything to do with it, but because I got to pay $250 because of your son's foolishness, that's another reason why you should be fired. But they say the defensive coordinator was fined $100,000. So I think it's $350 in total.
Okay.
$100,000 isn't enough. He should have the fine and he should have lost his job.
Wow.
And I would sue, if I was Shedeur, I would sue the son for emotional distress.
Well, I too would sue, but that's just me. I would absolutely sue.
Make an example out of their asses.
Exactly, because who you playing with? Who exactly is it that you are playing with? Because not me. Because what you mean? It's trifling. And then I was in the comments of a couple videos talking about the young man, and they were talking about the prank they played on him, and people was like, "Oh, it was hilarious. It was epic." That
is nothing funny about that.
Nothing funny about that.
It was a white person or any other race. Like, I'm not even just upset because it's Shedeur and he's black. I don't think that prank is funny on any level. The NFL is the highest level you can get to for professional football. Mm-hmm. And these children train for the NFL from Pee-wee football, from 5. And the ones that are really, really good, they put in a lot of work. And everyone does not get to make the NFL. They say you do better winning the lottery than making it into the NFL. So for you to play with someone's dream like that as a prank, and then you put it on social media as an to embarrass me. Oh, I gotta make an example out of you. And no, we not going Michelle Obama. You go low, I'm going high, and you gonna watch me ball on the football field. No.
I'm taking you to hell, to the seventh circle.
Hurt them pockets. Hurt them. Even for the pettiness of it all, because we know Shadur and his family don't need a dime of that people's money. But I would hurt them pockets. Every dime that boy made for the rest of his life, I would get a percentage. Because what do you mean you prank phone calling me? That's definitely emotional distress. Now, I ain't no lawyer or no judge, but I would try it.
Sure would, because that's emotional damage. I'm emotionally damaged by what you did to me.
If anything, I'm going to tie you up in court and you're going to pay them legal fees, if anything.
I know that's right.
But yeah, that pissed me off. And I definitely felt like it was rooted in racism. Hateration and racism. I was supposed to rain.
Oh, Lord.
They done sent out a thunderstorm watch for tomorrow. I hate we have to work in the office every day, because when it's raining, that's the last thing I want to do is leave the house.
Well, that's always.
I know, Abby, you don't like to be outside that much.
I don't.
Well, up next, we're going to motivate Evie to go to the movies to see Sinners. So we can talk about that next week. But the Met Gala is upcoming Monday. And we have already decided that on Tuesday, we're going to be talking these fashions, because we've been waiting for the Met Gala for a really long time. So come back Tuesday for the Met Gala. I think will still be Wednesday for The Last of Us and the Washer and Dryer Hour. And whenever Abby watch Sinners, we'll throw that up too.
Absolutely.
It's got to be before Drag Race start back up.
Yes. Even though I'm whelmed.
Once I saw the full list, it wasn't like, oh, I love her. Not one person like, oh, I love her. I think the most hyped person of that list would be Olivia Lux, because I did like her.
Okay. I'm whelmed. I'm just whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm just whelmed.
I'm excited because I love Drag Race. And I want to know how we're going to watch this show in teams, in tournaments, and 18 Queens, because it seems like a lot. I want to see how we're going to get into it. So I'm excited for that. But I do agree with you with the cast. I am just whelmed with the cast. Oh, I do like Aja, but I just don't. It's not like, oh, I love Aja. Like, it's nobody. I'm like, oh, I love her. So,
meh.
The Ballroom Girls are in the same bracket. I haven't even invested into the cast that much. I don't know who's in who bracket. I am interested in Mistress, because Mistress is at the beginning of her weight loss journey and she looks good. I know she's a lot smaller than what she is on the All Stars. So I want to see what Mistress is going to do.
I don't like Mistress Isabel Brooks, so you have to have her.
I can't remember why I wouldn't like her, because once the season over, I don't forget.
I don't even think. I just don't like her as a person. There's something about her personality just those sizzle right in my spirit. So, no, thank you.
I know she was the villain of her season, but I think I always usually like a villain unless they racist.
I don't know. There's something about the way her personality just rubs me the wrong way. It's just something about her that I'll be like, yeah, no thanks. I can take this or leave it, and I prefer to leave it. I
think you're thinking of Eureka.
No, it's very definitely Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Oh,
very
okay.
definitely her. I don't like her.
Okay. I know I don't like Eureka. I definitely dislike her.
Oh.
Okay. I just was watching a TikTok of when everybody jumped on Vixen at that reunion And they was like, but y'all coming down on me, but Eureka started it. So remember when the Vixen was at the reunion and then she said, I was here for my fans and now I'm out. And she walked off the stage.
No, I don't care about her either. Something you get asking me to remember something from that long ago. It's just not.
I just remembered it because it was on TikTok. Somebody had threw up a TikTok of it.
Yeah.
Because I think Drag Race is now in my TikTok algorithm because every so other TikTok is someone throwing up their top 5 Drag Race lip syncs. And I'm like, okay.
See, D said Mistress Miserable Books has issues.
I can't remember what Mistress did her season.
I don't think it's something that she did. It's just who she is as a person. I don't
I don't know it as a person. So
listen, I don't know. It's just something about how she carries herself. How I'm not a big fan of you always picking with a person and it's so-called your love language and you being a mothering figure, but you always being nasty and rude to people, and that's supposed to be loving them. I don't. What? That's not how that works. But okay, fine. Y'all like it.
We talking about Eureka.
Absolutely not. Eureka. Nobody ever had that conversation about Eureka being a mothering figure to anybody.
I had a Eureka them damn leg kicks that didn't go all the way up. That she did on every lip sync, and they went up for it, and they would let her win.
I don't remember anything about Eureka.
Dee said that's internal hate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who.
That's also like oh god, this fun shade. If it's a stranger and it's a person, I'm not talking to you. If it's a person, then fun shade. If it's a person that you don't know, you can't have fun shade.
I agree.
You absolutely cannot.
Because you don't know me at all to shade me.
Exactly. And that'll probably get you cussed out and possibly beat up depending on what it is. I too would like Legendary to come back, but I don't know if it's going to.
I would love Legendary to come back or some spinoff of it. Like if another station, I guess, because you can't just, I guess unless you buy it from HBO. But I would love someone to do something for Ballroom again.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It is, because I listen. There's a new season coming, I think. I think season 2 is coming. I think so.
I hope so. I like House on Fire as well. Dee, you need to get your house on that show so you could be on TV.
There are televised balls. I know I'd be watching.
That Revolt. Abby, they want to talk to you, and we at our hour.
I don't give a damn what he wants to do. He don't got on my goddamn nerves, so I'm not talking to him. I don't care what he said. Now he talking about, I see how it is now. I'm glad you see how it is. So shut up talking to me.
Right. I'm happy you see. Damn it, I could have been putting in my DoorDash. Now I got to wait a whole nother 20 minutes.
Oh.
I could have been put that DoorDash in.
You could have. You absolutely could have. I'm going to go eat some chicken that my daughter cooked for dinner. And I'm going to bed. That's it.
Okay. Well, we'll see you all. We won't be Friday because there's no more Drag Race. I guess we'll see you Monday after the Met Gala. Or Tuesday after the Met Gala. And Wednesday for the next episode of The Last of Us. I'm going to turn into a chicken sandwich. Me too. I'm going to turn into some damn hot wings.
Listen, can I get a lemon pepper?
I do love a good lemon pepper. But I'm off to DoorDash. Abby is off to sleep. We will holler at y'all. Support everyone up here. Like both videos. Share. subscribe, and we'll see you soon to give our 2 cents on how these people get the category right or wrong at the Met Gala coming up on Monday.
Right. And here's the hoping Portia get jumped. Amen.
She gonna meet her match.
Listen. What a girl that was hollering about she got a pew pew. Where's she at? Because I got somebody she can pew pew.
That's Portia's friend, so, and don't nobody want her husband, so she ain't got to worry about Portia.
You know, we out of here. That's it.
To the streets. Her husband don't want her neither.
Oh, what?
They in a blouse situation, according to the streets.
Not a blouse, not a lavender marriage, girl.
I ain't say it. That's what the streets said, but apparently the streets also had receipts, so I kind of believe it.
Oh my!
Mm-hmm. But you know what? That's them people business.
It absolutely is, and you know what? It's not any of mine, and I'm just
any of mine. I just said that to say that lady might be safe with Portia. She might be the only one safe with Portia when husbands are concerned.
Could be. I don't know what
picks up panties. I don't know what that means.
Husband. Who's picking up panties? Oh my God.
He done ate out on the balcony. Lord, I don't know what the comments are talking about.
Me either. I'm gonna mind my black ass business.
Right, we about to mind our business.
That's
the right we don't know nothing about. So we about to get off of here. We about to play this little outro clip, and we gonna tell y'all thank y'all again for supporting, and see you next week. Bye.
Oh, no,
of course, I can't find the little outro clip. Okay, here it is. Wrong one.
I'm